to Tarot Life Coach channel with me, your host, Tonya Melendez. So today is Monday, March 18th, and we've made it through St. Patrick's Day. And we've also made it through Mercury retrograde. So we are now going direct with Mercury, as well as the spring equinox is upon us, which is a time for new beginnings. Also, the sun is moving into Aries, so there's lots of fire and lots of energy. But with the spring equinox is what's most important. I want to share with you that the equinox is not just about spring and spring coming, but it was really about that new beginning. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and so it's like time now for a new start. So nice deep breath, breathe into the power and the grace that this new chapter of life brings you. And also with this, we have a lot of fiery energy that is with Venus. Venus is, love and all of that. So there's lots of love energy going on, and Mars and Uranus are also playing around as well, which is bringing a lot of feelings of freedom as well as independence. So allow yourself the freedom of a new beginning. Our words today are conscious compassion. I know I've been talking a lot about compassion and consciousness because we don't realize that we can be compassionate for other people, but we forget to be conscious and compassionate for ourselves. And so I really want to focus on those two words today and how we can use them to make ourselves more conscious of our compassion and how we're being in and as we are being in the world. So with that said, let's get started with our power prayer. Breathing in good, breathing in God. Knowing right here, closer than my very breath, is God, is love, is peace, is compassion, is my consciousness. And as I know that this is my truth, I absolutely know it is the truth for everyone watching or anyone hearing my voice. How good it is to know my good, how good it is to speak these words on this wonderful, beautiful Monday afternoon. And so I'm just knowing right here and now, God is love, God is my source, God is my life. And I am knowing that as God is my life, I know God is the life of all of you. I am so grateful for the blessings that God has had in my life and for the lives of all those around me. I send my love and light to all of my friends all over the world. I send my love and light to my family, my beloved daughter, my close friends, my goddess sisters. I'm just knowing right where God is, right where I am is God. And I just send my love light to all, to every client, to every student, to anyone who's thinking of me and thinking of yourself. I am knowing you are love, you are light, you are God. I let it be. I let go knowing it is good. It is God. With love, with light, with peace, grace and gratitude in my heart, I let it be. And so it is. Good prayer. So I love focusing my prayer on knowing that it includes all of us and not just that. I do have a lot of my friends that watch the video, and I want you to know that I do pray for everyone because my love light is not just personal. It's not just for my circle. It's for everyone, and that is what is the most important to me. And I am grateful to be able to share this practice, which is a practice for me. When I'm praying, I'm really praying, and so this is good for me, and it's such a great experience for me to be able to share with you every week. So with that said, let's get to the good stuff. So if you're in Aries, you are about to have your birthday, so times are really moving and shaking for you. So allow yourself to grow. Again, this is always a new beginning for all of us. With this spring equinox, let go of that old winter energy. Let go of the past and the energy that you feel might be holding you back. It's time to bring yourself up into your spring, your new chapter, your new beginning, your fresh aliveness. And so with that said, today we are going to be using the gateway cards again because I just love these cards, and I highly recommend them for anyone who's really wanting to connect deeper for themselves, but also because of the spring equinox. And it's really special because next week we will have a full moon, so a lot of energy going around, And again, it's such a good study for me to be able to share what and who I am and what I'm doing. And so let's go ahead and get to the reading, and then I'll tell you some of the fun things that I'm doing. And no major announcements this week, just wanting to connect with everyone and allow people to see their best selves and be their best selves. That is why I am here. This is the gift that God has given me to share with you. My life is in service of you because I am sourced by God. And as long as I am sourced by God, I have plenty of work to do. So let's get into our reading. So good cards. I love these cards, and I know you will too. So this is what I just said. So sharing of yourself. I'm an incredibly generous being. I am an incredibly generous being. How awesome is that? I just love that card. Sharing of yourself. That is exactly what I'm doing. This is my gift from God, and so I want to share it. And communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. And last but not least is being in the flow. I'm in the flow of the universe. Look at these beautiful cards. We are in the flow of the universe. Allow the universe to flow in you. Don't allow it to be stuck. Allow it to flow, because what flows also grows. And so remember that. If you are stuck, that's a feeling of heaviness. When you're in the flow, there's lightness because you are growing, you are progressing. Remember, we started out with sharing of yourself. So don't think you have to do it alone. Ask for help. Share yourself, because when you share yourself, like I'm doing right now, you're giving more, you're sharing more, you're more of your love, you're more of your truest self. So allow your truest self to come out. Allow yourself to shine. That's what this is all about. And so let's see what the tarot have to say for us this week. And again, I love the equinox because people start to feel the little bit of warmth in the air, and then the breeze, and the birds are chirping, and you can get out. And, again, I like to do the video, and once it gets warmer, actually, I will do the video more outside because I do like to share my space, but not just my space, but the energy that I'm surrounded by. Again, I have this beautiful, huge tree that I really can't wait to do a video sitting next to it for you all. So it'll be coming up soon. I just got to make sure the noise levels and all of that are good. So until then, let's see what the tarot have to say for us. So we are good. Very good. So this is very interesting. I'm going to tell you the cards we got, and then I'll show them to you. So we got the World, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Rods. So what a wonderful place for us to be this week with this equinox, with the sun moving into Aries, which is, again, like that fiery energy, but more very powerful energy. Again, it's the beginning of the zodiac. So we've gone all the way around. We're now into that spring feeling, that newness, that new aliveness. But, Aries is fiery and powerful. So the World is representing that we had that card, the sharing of the world. But remember, you are the center of your universe. Remember, our words are conscious compassion. So where can you be consciously compassionate? Is it in your workplace? Is it with your children? Is it in your relationship? Where can you be more compassionate for yourself and for the other person? Because when we see each other as the love that we are, without our judgments, without our, you shoulda, coulda, wouldas, without our what ifs, we can truly see the other person for who they are. So how are you being in the world, and how are you being conscious and compassionate in your world? Pay attention. If you're holding on to any judgments about yourself or others, how can you be consciously compassionate for yourself? That is what the world is telling us. It's time for you to really focus in on yourself, but also focus outside. Remember, share of yourself who you are. We all have flaws. We all have quirks. We all have a past. We all have a future. We are here for a divine and perfect reason. And once we accept that and realize that we are here to be love, to share love, to give love, then we will let go of all those other ideas of who we think that we are not. Allow yourself to be compassionate with who you are. And that's the reason that I picked conscious compassion, because where your mind is, where your thoughts are, is where your flow is. If your flow is, I'm horrible, I'm fat, I don't have enough, my life sucks, my everything, nobody likes me, I'm by myself. Those feelings, that energy is what is surrounding you. That is what's surrounding your world. Switch that. change that. Move from fear to faith. Trust and know that the universe, your world, is guiding and protecting you. You are love. You are light. That is all that you are. When you let go of all those other ideas of who you are not and who others have told you that they think that you are, and all those judgments and false ideas and false beliefs and past pain, then you will move into this place of compassionate and conscious living. And that's where I want us to be. You are love, I am love, and I love you. So with that said, then we move into the Ace of Pentacles. So what this is telling me, again, value yourself. Pentacles represent that energy of physical and earthly things. So it's also about material wealth and gain. So this is telling you have everything that you need. Be grateful for what you have here now. What you put your attention on grows. Just like I said, if it's negative thoughts, you're going to grow more of that. If you're grateful for what you have right now, you can only be multiplied. There's endless possibilities. Your job is not your source. Your husband or whomever is not your source. God is your source first and foremost, and that's where you need to be connecting with the Ace of Pentacles. Your worthiness, your deservingness sits in you. That is how God sees you. Again, you are love because you are alive, because you are here. You are here for a divine and perfect reason. And when we have people that cross over, a lot of times people ask me, and I know I'm all over the place, but this really coincides with this, your worthiness. I work with a lot of people who are ill, people who have passed on, and as a medium, it is the spirit that I'm connecting with. You want your spirit to be here in a happy and loving place, not in a place of fear, because if you were to go tomorrow, do you want to be thinking of what you didn't do? Do you want to be thinking of those that you had grudges with? Do you want to be thinking of the dreams that you never dreamed, or the dreams that you never fulfilled? Or do you want to go in peace? That is how you should live, in love and peace and light every day, not just when you're ill, not just when somebody else has passed on. Loving, living, laughing is life. That's what it is. Ask someone who's ill, what would be the one thing that they would want to do? They want to love more, they want to give more, they want to share more. So do that now. Be conscious, be compassionate, listen to yourself, and know that you can and have and will have everything that you deserve in this lifetime. Experiences are what life is, and so allow yourself to really experience it with compassion and consciousness. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of nature. The circle of life is very fragile and delicate. And when we remember that, we are in our place of peace. We're in our place of love. And so, I guess I had a lot to say today. I had my beautiful walk around the lake this morning and just seeing the turtles and the swans and how the energy of nature that is really the basis of our life. If we look at nature as an example of beauty, of love, of light, and we carry that into our heart, we see animals are in harmony with each other. They're in harmony with everything else. We need to be in harmony with ourselves and with everyone. And that's what conscious, compassionate living is all about. And so then we have the Two of Rods. So rods represent fire and spirit. So you're between two worlds, your reality and your fantasy, your past and your present. Focus on your present, not on the past. Heal the past so you can move forward confidently, fearlessly, and embrace what is in front of you right now. He's looking at what's in front of him, thinking sure of the future, but with that intelligence and that compassionate part of himself checking in with where he is right now. So that's our message for this week. So glad I had so much to say this week. I'm just so grateful for, again, being able to share this, the technology, the beautiful energy between us all, and me being able to speak and share my gifts and talents with you, and service to God and service to you. So how good it is for me to know this for you. And so tomorrow's the launch of my Conscious Compassionate Coupling, which is it's a spiritual wellness program that I've created. And it's really about creating, cultivating, and connecting with a soul partner relationship, knowing that there is an equal, because me plus me equals we. We have to remember that we have to come to another person whole, healthy, and complete if we want that in exchange, because we become two And sometimes consciously, we come with all our baggage and all of our weights and everything, and we just hand them to the person and expect them to deal with it. But we have to heal ourselves consciously and compassionately first before we can give fully and wholly to another person. So that's why I created this class. And if you are interested and want to do something, again, sign up for the class. It starts tomorrow at 7 p.m. It is a teleseminar. There's some freebies involved. I will be throwing in a one-on-one Skype session with me. And we will have a teleclass, so there will be some time for interaction. And there will also be a composite chart of how you relate in relationships as far as astrology goes. And then I will be using my intuitive gifts to guide you perfectly where you need to be. So some of the things with creating is, cultivating compassionate consciousness for yourself. And then with the connecting, kindred spirits, be a lover, not a servant, because we go into relationships and think, oh, we've got to take care of the person, we've got to make them better. But what we need to do is focus on ourselves. The other person is that we want in our life is going to be who we need at the exact moment. And when we recognize that and realize that, we don't need to fix anybody and that nobody is broken, including ourselves. So I want to cultivate and really connect people with their inner selves so they can be that better self in conscious, compassionate coupling. So if you're interested, please send me an email at tarotlifecoach@gmail.com. Also, check out my horoscopes for March, my spiritual intuitive horoscopes that I've been writing. April will be coming up. Also, check out the newsletter, the Intuitive Inspirations. I do write it myself. I do gather a lot of different information and pictures and things like that from different resources, but again, all of it is in love and in light, and I'm just so grateful to be able to share who I am and what I do with you in the world. So also check out me and Ron Ash on Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for free reading, some spiritual soul food, some really getting yourself ready for the weekend. And if you want a session, call me. I do, or Skype me or message me. I do astrology. I also do intuitive tarot readings. I do spiritual counseling. My spiritual wellness coaching programs are phenomenal. If you have something that you really want to work through, I work with you on a one-to-one weekly basis on phone or Skype. And I also am teaching intuitive classes. So if you're interested in developing your intuition or developing mediumship or developing how you can be a tarot card reader or an oracle card reader or a healer, whatever that is, I am here for you, your go-to guru girlfriend. So until next week, everyone, peace and blessings.